which will host WWE's flagship Sold Out the Resch Center. Just Green Bay Packers. And tonight, Gunther won the title from Jey Uso. Well, Bayley made her shocking thanks to a Becky Lynch attack. Stephanie McCare has an opportunity to kill Rodriguez, Ivy Nile, and the final men's spot in the man. GM Pierce has given the former world champion Sheamus, Rusev, and Big Bronson.
Pinnacle champion, turning of the women's tag.
Smile on her face, but she has had a rough time. Night Raw, everybody, live and sold off tonight, but I am joined back in the saddle
for Monday Night Raw next to you on
last week on Monday Night Raw, the return Liv Morgan.
And I have a poor man. I'm just Perez. I'm confused. You could say a reality show diva.
Would nail Nikki Bella with
and the trash talking would kicks off Raw here tonight.
Make some noise. He is the great Dominic
Thank you, my güerita. Tonight is not about, it's all about.
Thank you, Dominic, tonight. You see, and when you talk about my learned the hard way. Last me on her television, which is like, what was worse than Nikki Bella not mentioning me? You paved the way for a song, especially not Nikki Bella. The history-making women's tag team champ. You guys know what that makes me? Greatest women's tag. So I'm not asking just for the women's world champion. We can do things with
things the easy way or the hard way. Those in the locker room area who trailblazer. There's so many here.
And listen, particularly the feathers of one Liv Morgan.
To your mouth. All you do is respect, you disrespect. If you want to fight me,
I want to fight you for this. Fight me because we know that I've beaten you. You just hand me the title. I'm okay with just.
if you want it, you have to. You cannot just.
Give her what she wants.
Io, spit shine, and then hand it off to me.
You want it? You can.
Oh, good for Io. Morgan to have some.
Oh no!
Tearing it up. I wouldn't go that far. Io Sky, the women's
from the women's world champion.
The championship to Liv Morgan.
Valid points tonight. She is going to make Liv fight for it.
Well, speaking of opportunity in the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament, let's take former world champion Jey Uso to the way match here on Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso live tonight.
Side as we look at the brackets, thus fight the final fatal four-way and a returning Empress of Tomorrow.
And the queen of the ring, Chile.
La Primera.
As your game, be it male or female,
We're going to find out. Golden opportunity for this woman.
I've missed Stephanie McCare in a bad
story this week. The WWE Super Shy. Then we head to Monterey on Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And McCare, of course, part of the women's.
No doubt, an extreme, well-deserved, and hard distinction of being the only double champion in an incredible effort.
Accompanied by Cherry Nile.
Now look, state lines to be here tonight, so the Vikings play ball. But I was happy to head worthless old stadium next. Ivy Nile to stop to American-made.
Well, golden opportunity for WWE.
Many supers to the next level. It could begin in the Queen of...
For SummerSlam at MetLife on Saturday, August 2nd. Pre-sale comes your way tomorrow, right now.
And you win. Got it.
Rodriguez can put a smile on her face.
Grand Valley, Texas, of the women's tag Rehab.
Raw. Fatal. And Rhea Ripley riptide the
belt in an impactful way. For an insane Morgan earlier in the night did just that.
Liv Morgan, then she said to Liv, saying to advance in the tournament.
We heard Liv Morgan, just the twinning. Everybody gets along, whether it be the judge, everybody's making more money. Everybody gets face of Ivy Nile. Are not ready.
Here's the return. Corey Asuka's been out of action for
like multiple lifetimes in WWE, but with months ago.
Indeed, and Asuka has her career, but she's back tonight. Fatal flow countouts. The winner will head on to
this Bakir and Osprey alliances with the emphasis
earlier on. Roxanne's in action Friday night on women's division. I'm sorry, that'll be next.
Look at this. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited.
Cover now, and Asuka kicks at one. Established stars in Japan. Nile is hungry, Corey, yet to win a...
There aren't too many women on the face of the earth you can compare to Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez. And of course, the Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 8 o'clock start. Slam, Corey, for an opportunity at the...
Weight in gold, quite literally.
Defeated Bailey for the WWE.
Comes Ivy now rejoining the party.
Away slam by Raquel Rodriguez. And again, the powerful Rodriguez.
Backstage, Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom are grinning.
Lock right to the back of the knee. Takes out...
Brad Gable is done for Ivy Nile. She understands
as well. She hasn't had a... Now, granted, Asuka, before she got hurt...
Surreal to hear you recite that.
Kick out by Asuka.
Asuka, who was once her days in NXT.
Yeah, and NXT drives Asuka to the corner.
Every time she steps in the ring, you can see him in the ring. Weekends paying off big time.
Corey mentioned earlier, former NXT... It's hard to believe that Bakir only... Rango perpetrated
not only the NXT audience, but now that sort of undeniable ability.
4-way. Tournament winner heads to SmackDown Friday night week. Roxanne Perez and Jade Cargill.
Snap suplex by the Chill. Great question. I mean, Stephanie is she's incredibly tough, and above all, Bakir.
Stephanie with a meteor in the corner now to Raquel Rodriguez. Asuka, it was the
Nile. But Bakir, $1 smile in the face of the Dark Angel.
Bakir under the Devil's Kiss
for the entire WWE Universe.
Taken over. She has won a fatal 4-way by Bakir, and maybe Rodriguez is going to... Powerful Raquel with Bakir up on her shoulder. Runs into a big kick. Top rope, but Raquel still holding on. On the apron?
Away.
Qualifications.
Has just had her face rearranged courtesy of...
And a springboard cross body.
This could spell trouble for Bakir.
On a wrestle.
Again, speaks, able to ward off the Asuka lock at least.
The maturity and the growth now of Ivy Nile.
Every little window of opportunity, Nile.
Drives Ivy back to the rope. Nile for the win and a kick out it for the win. Asuka kicks it.
Stands just how close she was to advancing in
opportunity here. Championship here in WWE. And now Raquel Rodriguez caught her with an elbow.
And that's what's made this king able to achieve. It's much like the Money in the Bank.
And Nia went on, as we mentioned, at SummerSlam. The world title from Damian Priest at SummerSlam.
And I like this strategy by Ivy. Is that any competitor coming her way,
she can take it over. The other 3 competitors have been taken. Match, the first one here in WWE. Buckle.
I love this. Insult to injury.
She is a very unique.
Different strategies from Japan, from Mecha.
Grapple, she can fly.
Bakir attempted to land by what we've seen out of Ivy Nile thus far.
It's been 4-way, first match back in
the men's division and the women's. Asuka went away. but Asuka wants nothing more than to reestablish.
Matchup rolls on. Fatal four-way action in the side in Green Bay.
Being stacked.
Raquel Rodriguez, drop kick.
But can the Empress
Months as she delivers this missile for your psyche.
And a lot of superstars come back far.
Asuka with
the striking
bank contract winner 4 times to Raquel Rodriguez.
Level striking from the Empress of Tomorrow.
Breaker backs into the corner now, and Asuka was rolling. Waistline. Asuka to advance to the semi. And the talent in the ring right.
Remain calm in the heat of battle.
2 international super.
They're showing absolutely no fear.
Reversal.
Oh, if the Dark Angels ever experienced. Oh, no fear.
A collision. Not
to mention we've got a king of the.
Stephanie taking her time, measuring up. Drop kick drops Asuka.
Could come into play as this match progresses. Double up.
Again, the knee given out.
Flies off of Bakir's hard work, hoisting up.
Bakir breaks things up.
Right knee, looking to muscle up Ivy.
Kick right to the face.
Here for style points.
A Tahana bomb.
There it is.
Down goes Bobby's back. Just cost Raquel Rodriguez.
And she sure as hell.
Ripley.
Night in Green Bay, but watch out.
Asuka's in the semi. Rhea cost Raquel this week. Take on Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss for Asuka. They have earned her entry into the next act, Revenge, which allowed Asuka to out Raquel.
Set up to the ring and our own Kathy Kelly.
Congratulations. First match back. How you feel, and tell me what's the plan from here?
It's still alive! Queen of the Ring is ready for...
First to the semifinals and the Queen of the Ring tag team champions together.
And you've got something as coveted as the 1,000,000 years ago.
Well, the What's Your episode debuting every other week. This Stephanie McMahon on all audio platforms. And our main event last week was Championship.
Rematch the world has
Boarding in here tonight.
We gonna run it back. The heavyweight champion.
100% tonight. Uso splash. Jey Uso favoring his midset, and he's waiting to take out his. Cover with a spear in his arm. But go do something, please. They're gonna come out again.
He's out cold.
He is once again the dawning of the world heavyweight. The ring general.
Favorite thing the New Day has ever done.
Please welcome Xavier Woods.
Original Godfather was in a car wreck.
God for the new.
Now, we have a very
Voluntarily, because we just had to come
with an announcement so big it could all.
They will be defending
the world.
Which I don't know what y'all smell like. He's on your heads. The reason that we're not going to defend is because
War Raiders.
Unworthy.
A-Town down.
Worthy.
And if we didn't name you.
Next time we did something for y'all that you're on. You should be thankful for that.
With your hands held towards the scream out in unison.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Sam press conference with their favorites live as they get ready for the W. Catch this on WWE at 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday at 1:30 conference ahead of one of the biggest to buy your tickets for the Ultimate this weekend.
Medical hasn't exactly cleared me for any more.
I lit myself then.
Wait, AJ Styles? Because I thought you knew that me and He's coming after my title, and, you know, I'll be out there tonight to get your back. You were supposed to take care of AJ Styles before.
I think I should stay back here and hold down the fort. And you make sure everything goes smooth. Liv will say, I think you're doing great, okay? And you know, speaking about great, But hear me out. I got an idea.
Ladies and World Champion
At WrestleMania, he was in great months, and he did what he
don't bring those facts up any longer because he has vowed to restore the world. The ring general at his finest, back at the top of the mountain where he
so doesn't have what it takes. I lace up my boots. That's
planet Earth.
I want hands in the ring.
Doesn't it?
Fit of the new World Heavy.
Admits that at WrestleMania, Jey Uso, because on every other single night, and I know, I heard, no, his family, he learned his love on rumors. I can't holds the Money in the Bank contract. And so Seth, let me tell you said to me, I'm a target. I want to make it here.
Thank you. Good. Because tonight, I'm here to celebrate you. Understand how proud you must feel. I wanted to put a little note on. You know what, though? Months ago, you started. I'm gonna make sure. Tonight, main event.
From Saturday, and it's only appropriate. I'm going to tell you that up next, AJ Styles. Here in Green Bay, Hall of Famer Goldberg. It has been rumored for months, perhaps a final match in his career. We don't. And we're being told that now Goldberg Gunther for the world title.
Goldberg, of course, a former Atlanta Falcon, is in last spear. One more jackhammer.
Goldberg was brought up. Of course, he played football champion. He won the title, beating Hollywood. Now we return to Atlanta. Goldberg tonight on Monday Night Raw already. I've got
no doubt about it. We know Liv Morgan has been a champion. Will step into the ring with WWE.
And our main event tonight will fill the King of the Ring tournament. Sheamus, former world champ, as he looks at more men battle it out live tonight.
The following contest by the Intercontinental Champion, presenting the Judgment Day, JD.
The podcast hosted by the superstars and legends about never be from Wheatley American Vodka. Cody's guest, WWE's YouTube, and we're moments ago right here on Raw.
Saturday night. Next.
Well, we can now confirm Saturday night's main event title against the WWE.
And ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity at both Saturday night's main event, tality partner of WWE, on July 12th and 13th on Sundays at WWE. And ready to be involved with calling.
Buzzing just from being ringside out at the Roo. He's gunning for the ring general.
Goldberg, a current Hall of Famer.
Phenomenal. Hey!
About in this matchup tonight, championship in his career, and Dominic Mysterio a number of times, and now AJ Styles, dirty work for him. First Finn Balor, and now
for you, Dom, as the Intercontinental Championship.
He is rare as soon as he needs help. Oh boy!
Idea how physically demanding the life against the best in the world. making gig for Dirty Dom.
I saw him in the barber.
It's called getting in line.
And these two men have ever met one-on-one in the
world-class mat technicians. AJ jokes about the size of his cranium is a skilled wrestler.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And a nasty crash onto our announce table here. McDonough, former, love to win back the gold.
Despite the fact that he was dealt a rough hand.
Back up AJ.
Skull of a Minecraft character.
And now in control. AJ Stock bridge out of this, but well helped him get out of that predicament.
JD sensed it coming and got out of Dom. To sing along. Styles a lot of time left in his career, so Styles wants the top of the game.
Well, that's one of the things at it. Called him an old man, and that's the class act that.
He was simply cheering on JD.
Oh, look at this. Styles trying to lock it in, and does.
JD McDonough in a
center of the ring. Wow. Styles now. What a move by
on this calf crusher submission.
And look at Dom. It
looked to me like Dom might have just been a little off balance. Just say what a great guy Dirty Dom happens to be. Said he'd been jealous his entire life. Did visit Eddie's grave earlier in the week. Styles taking his eye off the goal.
Maybe not. He
told ya. That's a great point.
Dominic Mysterio did what he had to do. He just takes Styles out.
And that just speaks getting under his opponent's skin. This is AJ.
That's great. That really did a lot of good. Continental champion, there's no doubt about that. Worlds collide in front of the world. McDonough.
That's your opinion. I think Dirty
by McDonough for the win. Styles
alongside Liv Morgan and Dom Octagon Jr. That to me is a sign of a true.
And then he embarrassed Octagon Jr. for being
right here. Dirty Dom, and all you want to talk about are all the act.
And AJ Styles face.
And they get high-level skill set, possessed, cruise control, fully aware.
Man, in the corner, he hit hard. And Dominic,
huge smile on my face.
He's doing your dirty work for you. Why do you get? He didn't have an answer for that, did he?
I don't think he victory to JD McDonough and the judges.
And AJ being Sue Dominic in the Intercontinental title. And JD McDonough, nice leg drop cover now on Styles. Is it D McDonough? Moments ago that turned this match
15th. I'm going to write this down because you just gave
Corey this whole Finn Balor situation.
There's a lot of turmoil within the Judgment Day because of the cost of the unit. You've got Dirty Dom, the caliber of Finn Balor. That may mean job done against AJ Styles, and then the judge
welcomed with open arms by some members. Although Finn continues to,
she's a great addition to any faction
today with that sliding, running forearm.
The man seems immune to Ushigoroshi across the neck. It's a deep cut for you.
JD McDonough.
Situation in this game that AJ Styles has an
advantage.
Like
Here's
JD block.
Here's for the win on Styles.
Not having any problems thanks to JD.
Dominic needs JD to win here. He can't
think about the pit bull mentality.
You know, McDonough's one of.
I completely agree with you, and I think coming physically, he's in perhaps the best chance. And if he capitalizes, it could be a very big if. However, to end it for Styles, but AJ gonna keep that.
And Styles, not sure what AJ's
on the top rope.
And the distraction there once. And JD McDonough looking to. And quickly.
Splash clash.
Kick out.
AJ Styles is able to endure Dom.
Balor coming to the aid of Dominic. Dominic is up to get another crack at being.
This could be looking back here.
And JD as well. The Judgment Day. He's not the Intercontinental Champion, but Corey
well would love to experience the AJ Styles ripping McDonough, staring a hole through Dirty Dom on the activity. Forearm from Styles.
What's the crack? Tell me.
Big match tonight. How you feeling? And from one.
Need some tough love, you know. Time to bully. Kick his ass.
First matchup tonight. Meanwhile, Bailey live on Netflix. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Graves and Seth Rollins and his new group.
Aligned a force that may run WWE sooner.
Penta with the destroyer.
These two. Braun Breaker and to extreme concern. And here they go. We're trying to get the best of Master Stroke putting this game plan today. And one for Penta. No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. Everyone at home, give it. Caught in the crossfires of Braun happened.
It's no matter to Penta. You can push me around and destroy you. Uf! Y yo vamos a... ¡Soy Penta!
Yes, experience the non-stop excitement. Fan hospitality partner of WWE. Find your package at On Location. Monday night, live on Netflix and presented by...
Just so happens to be next door to the Lakers. Safety Ebb title town here.
Team championship match in WrestleMania. Lynch attacked her, took her.
Bayley has spent the last few weeks. This unfortunately isn't my story to tell. A role model's mine.
I can't believe...
Ding dong, Green Bay. But we do have. You don't know what you have till it's gone. This ring, what it feels like to step in here and for granted, because every single in it, it's what my soul into every single of an opportunity. I would the WWE Women's Tag Team Champ. Luckily for me, every single day losing. I don't do it for WrestleMania, I do it for nights like tonight. So Becky Lynch hurt me. If you think that it made me better, Becky. I may have said in the past, hell, you've been a chip on my shoulder that comes ahead right up there, but I could never quite. But you know what? I'm knocking you down, and I'm taking every.
And fired up Bayley.
Over in abundance this evening, decked out in Bears gear.
And she is controversial fashion.
Look at the smug look on high above her head for the world to.
I've always been saying we were never meant to be the top of this. You would always prefer to have my legacy.
Legacy, Becky, I've built a legacy. And I'm so confident in my label that need help.
For the people. I used to fight for the people. Secret, the people stuffed you at a WrestleMania and I walked for me. Didn't you?
These people can see it here. You're so worried about what they think or whether they would cheer you that you came back. You had to be a surprise right with you. You probably couldn't sleep. And if they were going to boo you,
cheered for that too.
Like to have to fight for opportunities for a championship.
Ass. No, actually.
I don't actually. Get over here. Stay.
I'm not going to turn my back.
Why don't you?
You're sneaky, but okay, you want to. See you in Columbus.
Hey. You know, Corey seems delusional that she belongs where she is at.
Heard from Bayley, that is a woman who cares about. Becky used to be that. Bayley is. Kelly.
For you last week, Luger, now he.
It's very important, Kathy. Very important. Respect. He won the championship 1-1. He can look past Seth. That means going to King of the Ring tournament. One word.
Jey Uso is spoke. Bronson Reed and Sheamus in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament tonight.
Introducing
due to injury, she's returned in action against Liv. trying to return to her roots a bit when she
two-time WWE Women's Tag. You mentioned her run in NXT. It was a reminder in this one.
We saw the return of She was in the ring before tonight was when she teamed with Kairi Sane, the Kabuki War.
I believe that event took place in Lyon, France. I believe one of the best WWE crowds was in the ring. I sure do. I'll remember that night.
We were there for, we'll actually be there for SmackDown. I had a lot of fun in that city as well.
Her opponent from Illinois, she is one half of the Liv.
Morgan out here demanding that Io Scott, quite the way that Morgan has won.
We're about to find out whether or not is thriving. She's one half of the WWE Women, but simultaneously there's turmoil simultaneously, and that could lead to catastrophe.
Back on her winning streak against. Gentlemen, this Saturday at 3 o'clock, where their favorite superstars include. Get ready for WWE's biggest, either live in person or. And then on Sunday, it's Crawford press conference ahead at xfest.com to buy your tickets for the Old City.
In a timely fashion, I'll make sure that it gets. You have an opportunity to get this back. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio.
Hey, Nick.
But I've added a little twist. Took a title match from you. Next week, it's Bayley.
I knew I liked.
Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. Text messages or your calls like that was.
But I get it. It's not personal. You're just. I'll do what's best for me.
Well, 2 midweek live in Columbus, Ohio. AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio for the
Sane one-on-one with Liv Morgan. Liv has got a lot on her.
I think so. Referee Jessica Carr and I believe our doctor.
The point I was about to make. I mean,
he's saying
takedown by Liv might have dislocated her shoulder.
Yeah. Again. One-on-one here tonight, and to perhaps injure her right arm or shoulder.
Taken down to protect yourself. Sometimes you try to brace, trying to get her hands up, her arms up to try to hurt her shoulder.
Yeah, it's been a rough go.
Potentially, Liv does have a little too much on with Dirty Dom. There's turmoil within the Judge Morgan.
And again,
it could be a shoulder.
No, Liv Morgan now back to the locker room at some point on Liv.
Her body had other plans.
Can no longer continue the match. Kairi Sane
earned the W tonight, certainly in a fashion win.
Due to now Kairi Sane win here tonight, but again the under on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're Kairi Sane. It seemed to be
generally considered high risk, but here's another right arm, particularly her elbow. So this is standard action from Liv Morgan trying to protect herself. Kairi Sane going to earn the victory. As you mentioned moments ago, our best to keep it on Liv here in the next couple of months. Of course, you're missing time due to the movie Injury for Liv. Yeah, the life of a WWE appearance. Liv Morgan has thrived and loved
the world, which we're going to do a week for CM Punk for the undisputed WWE.
Warriors. I have 6 dates, and if you send me competition, cheered for and beaten your best.
I want to get off my chest. That title had 18 dates left. Which one of those dates tonight, right here, right now.
Ball's in your court, hero. With confidence to back him into a take this. He has to admit.
Here's the truth. Rude wrestling. I'm going to take the strap. I won the title. You couldn't stop me. You think to hell to prove you are the GOAT. You can't see me, and that's the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a week from Saturday, 13 years, John Cena against the Second City Saints, Saudi Arabia, Night of Champions.
Friday on SmackDown, entire wrestling world at our truth.
We'll go tonight on SmackDown. Well, ladies, are back by medical personnel. We can tell you,
unfortunate circumstance, Liv body at risk. Best wishes to Liv
on Liv Morgan. Meanwhile, let's head to the back.
Everyone is talking about this King of the Ring tournament last week. You're moving forward in this tournament, but
I don't know, Kathy. I feel like I've taught the opportunity to challenge for the world championship.
This is so disturbing. Absolutely nothing different about this. You know, same thing every day except SmackDown. And you're going to compete and win the Viper. And he's going to go on to at 0.
You know what I think? I think you hide back here and you don't go out there because maybe you should go back out there because trust me, myself back up and go out there again. So I'm done listening to you talk, but I'm telling you right now, the second and you and me were gonna have this.
It's about time.
That's why I'm just standing here and flapping my... Lost his coveted world championship opportunity to advance in the King of the Ring tournament.
Fatal four-way is a first introducing person. 2 pounds.
I think we're going to see talking about getting back on the horse, dude, because he's going to have 3 behemoths. But Jay wants most. Another opportunity.
Yeet Bay. The last time you were here. The semifinals. Sheamus. Live on Netflix. In Title Town tonight.
Yeethead. Not entirely sure that.
In the ring with a former Bronson Reed who's been on a
Jey Uso earned the loss. Jay tried his best. He couldn't get the job done on that.
Is the fact that he stretched things that maybe he shouldn't have been involved in.
But the fact is, Jey Uso has to exist in the past. Begins tonight in Green Bay.
Encore. Opportunity at the World Championship, and there was perhaps earn his way back into the world title hunt.
I gotta give these fans all the credit in the world.
I had to sit down. We are Green Bay Packers and want to remind you that 6 in partnership with Fanatics. The latest with The Undertaker on all audio platforms. Historic Lambeau Field, very first Raw in Green Bay happened. Next week, Monday Night Raw had great matchups on hand, including Lynch will defend the title against
and the Queen of the Ring, Columbus, as Jade Cargill Perez.
And also it'll be a semi-final. The winner of our next matchup, Jey Uso. In event match tonight. Want to remind everyone that WWE on Raw Recap, brought to you by you get your podcasts daily. Rusev has returned.
And the man I knew many years, best shape of his career, and says he wants to teach the locker room to learn self.
Looking to intimidate Jim Lamb at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, June 18th via Ticketmaster. Oh, right now.
From Dublin, Ireland.
To have been crowned King of the Ring on 2 different in the 1990s. Sheamus command to win 2 times.
Career, but here we see 2 long time. Rusev told me earlier today when he's back, as Rusev said, Rusev, it's about time you man up.
For the last time that these 2 men were opponents in a decade.
Company by WWE men from Blackthorn, Big.
To win by Bronson Reed tonight to complete his LA Knight and others on Friday night.
Glorious hothead would hit a B-Day, but Breaker and Reed, hellacious spear by King of the Ring tournament.
Last week, then they cost LA Knight match on Friday, so this is how Sami Zayn will take on semifinals.
Tonight on the menu in a Brazilian steakhouse. Sheamus
Reed at the knees.
Big Bronson Reed is now taking out one of the scariest alliances you could
do so. Jay, of course, his ribs heavily attacked by Gunther this past.
Right hand by Rusev on the ear of Jay. These 2 unloading the heavy artillery.
Win and advances to the semifinals. No count. I've taken out Rusev, King of the Ring. At your respective brands' world title,
etched on the face of the former world heavyweight man who referred to himself as the Great One.
For Sheamus, a 4-time World Rumble. He's run Money in the Bank. He's run
Boom.
You want to know how important it went on to SummerSlam to beat Damian.
Truly anybody's match.
Oh! Yeah, the reason you heard me come out of my chair is because
bold decision by Main.
Rusev head first into our table.
It's all perfectly legal.
And now Bronson Reed.
Two bulls may destroy the entire town.
50-pound Reed.
Bronson.
Reed's him to the hood of the announce table. Announce. Zone.
And we knew the dominance of Big Bronson Reed.
Jay kicks out at 2.
His career threat tutelage under the guidance of Paul Hands, because it could be dangerous with Bronson Reed under the control.
Rivalry with Seth Rollins delivered a half a day right now, dominating. Just mentioned it a few moments ago, the injury to Pound Man coming off the top.
Big Bronson
continues to just surround himself.
Never known Paul Heyman to lose, not lose.
Well, Heyman obviously in trouble now.
Oh!
With a big.
We talked during his entrance about the fact that just as muscular, just as strong as every steel ring post, courtesy of the Celtic Warrior
universe. Now remember, Rollins wants the World Heavyweight title and Gunther and Seth Rollins the title.
All right now, Bronson.
10 beats back.
Sheamus is
and wow.
Reed might have just taken himself out.
1985, Don Morocco, historic tournament. Rusev just nothing pretty.
Using his entire body.
Now these long-time friends are beating Rusev in a matchup.
Days of his career, and Sheamus said, "Suck." Here we go.
Weeks.
Sheamus flying athleticism from a man this
a 3-time United States champion. And Sheamus up and down goes. Sheamus still. And these two men just beat
right now.
Oh! Here's the champ. And now look at these two still going at one into the corner by Big Bron fighting back. Tremendous resilience by Jey Uso. World's strongest. Sitting on our announce table. Reed understands.
One of to crumble, or they become a diamond in this game.
No doubt about that. Oh, 10 world champions have been crowned King of the Ring. King Booker meant to his career.
Monstrous, terrifying. It is absolute. Times a little bit less. Big Bronson Reed.
And right now he's just completing injured midsection of Jey Uso. Well,
Big Bronson Reed is redefining what it means. Agility. He's not
has heart. Jey Uso has resistance.
Busted ribs.
That's true. At least momentarily
to
move out of harm's way. High risk, high reward for the.
Now we were talking about AJ Styles, but in reverse, hits harder than ever.
His career, in my mind. Rusev over our announce table.
I just had Rusev deposited into my eye to eye with the
submission advances to the semi. Sheamus, the batter, and I'm not sure that Jey Uso
banged up to the extent of which we aren't entirely.
Oh, no. Reed. He just headbutted Sheamus in the chest. Man,
this could be the beginning of the.
Just trying to get 330 pounds. He's gonna do cover. Rod Zapata to get to Sheamus.
Warrior on to Big Bronson Reed, advancing in the King of the Ring tournament.
And indeed it is. Big kick by.
This is sheer down Rusev.
Ed. And Rusev. Submission move. The accolade. Look, is Uso going to tap out to the accolade? Tap out. Jay trying to somehow hang up. And buys himself big knee. Into the cover for the
4 of WWE's heaviest hit.
Top rope. Jey Uso saves the matchup. Pro kicks, tsunamis
of offense from
Jey Uso with broken feet off the WWE breaker. In the official
Braun break.
Sami Zayn, who's had massive issue. And now breaker into the steel. Friday night is fired up. Sami Zayn.
Oh my God, look out!
His head in the 6th. Before Money in the Bank.
There's Valley Driver.
And now gonna go up top.
Bronson perched up the star. Gets his lick back.
Cross Reed tonight. Off the spear. Uso. Jey Uso. Do it again. Again. Covered by main event Jey Uso. And everything he could. The hand brought LA Knight and Penta.
of events for the Roos. Congratulations.
I'm not quite sure about the war. Because for the second straight week this week, and Rollins is pissed off.
No time in making the entire roster.
Jey Uso gave everything he had, can't even defend himself. Cody Rhodes is here. Fight another. Cody Rhodes comes to the aid. Main event, Jey Uso, but
finals are set. He's cooking up.
Well, Rollins and company can Corey, you know, this
WWE champion versus a matchup laden with gold.
Two men will advance to the opportunity to be crowned champ. Cody Rhodes